Hi guys, I'm Chantel and today I want to show you another homeschool haul, but this one is specifically a pretty much like middle grade book and game haul. But first, I want to start with the games because, I don't know, I know there's a lot of homeschoolers that love gaming, but yeah, I don't know. We just don't really share that in hauls, but I found some cool games, or we got some cool games recently that I want to share. Well, okay, so this first one is like maybe not like a cool game, but I got Clue, which is a flashback to my childhood because I played this quite a bit. This is the classic edition, which I got from the thrift store for $6, and it was brand new. Like everything was still in its plastic shrink wrapped package, and we had to take everything apart, and it was perfect condition. Yeah, so we've already played this a few times. It's like a blast from the past. Then the other game I didn't get it. My husband bought it. It's called Flashpoint Fire and Rescue. Okay, so my husband is a big board game nerd, and I mean this in the most loving sense possible. He doesn't like games like Clue, Monopoly, Trouble, Sorry. Those kind of games generally not allowed in our house. Those are really only played by the kids. He likes more in-depth games, strategy games. We do a lot of co-op games. So Flashpoint is a game where you are all firefighters. It's a co-op game where you are trying to rescue families from a burning house, and each turn more fire comes, and yeah, it's been really fun. I have contemplated doing a video sharing like our favorite family games, or maybe a little bit of a like us playing the games. I would love to hear if you would be interested in that in the future. But yeah, so this one's a new one, and we've already played it like 4 times. I think we played it like 3 times in the first day. It only takes about 45 minutes for a round, so it's been really good. It says ages 10 plus, but my 7-year-old has been loving it and totally understands it. There's 2 different levels. There's kind of like the family level, and then there's like a more advanced level, and we haven't done the more advanced one yet. But yeah, so far we've all enjoyed this one, and we haven't always saved all the people. We've let a lot of people die. Okay, now it's books, and it's a lot of books. These are from a variety of different places. I'll kind of like say it as I go. For a very, very, very long time, we actually owned hardly any books, or at least especially me. But when a pandemic happens and you know you can't access a library, it's made me realize how much I appreciate having a home library. And also, like, I mean, I love the look of the bookshelves, and always wanted, you know, a full-on library with the ladder and everything. But now that our libraries are open, we still can't actually go like walk through and browse the stuff yet. And to me, I mean, I did order a lot of my stuff as holds, but a lot of the fun is going and wandering and seeing what there is and pulling things off shelves, especially for the kids. So I have bought a lot of books for the kids. Yeah, but I haven't spent a lot of money, so that's nice. Okay, so this first one I got is Encyclopedia Brown. I actually just bought this the other evening. It is a very, this is like younger than middle grade. This is kind of like a first chapter book kind of thing. I got this from the thrift store, so that is where I buy a lot of my books, and you'll see that a number of these are from there. So there's Encyclopedia Brown. I got that one for my son because I'm working on building up our variety of male main character books. Then I found this at the Dollarama actually. It's Cars, but it's a comic book, which this is Cars 3. This is the actual Cars 3 story told in comic book format. And because it's so thick, my son is, you know, starting to read like books of this level. I thought this would maybe like give him a lot of confidence because there's not a lot of words per page, but you know, you can read a lot of pages in a short amount of time. So I bought this one for him because I thought that would, you know, just be an encouragement. Now, this next stack of books and a number of the ones I'm going to be sharing are all, or a lot of them are from Book Outlet. So I think I talked about Book Outlet in my last haul video. I get a lot of books for free or really cheap. So what Book Outlet is it's a place, it's an online store where they get books that people have returned to stores already. So you can get books in perfect condition for like a third or a quarter of the regular price. And so I've been loving that. Plus, if you've never ordered before, you can use my link, which I'll put below, and you can get your first $10 off your first order. And then I also get $10 in credit. So most of these books have come from credits that I've gotten because people have used my referral link. Okay, that being said, the first one I got here is Keeper of the Lost Cities. This is book 8. This is Legacy. I've read the first 2 books in the series. We follow a girl who finds out that she is an elf right at the beginning of the first book. And she has these 2 boy friends who are boys who are friends. So what I like about this story is, you know, I think it's fitting for either boys or girls. They both enjoy it. So this is book 8. I've read book 1 and 2, and I have book 3 on my list to get to soon. And I'm just collecting these whenever I can find them, when I can find them for a good deal. Then this one, this was like maybe like $3 on Book Outlet. This is Time Twister's Abigail Adams' Pirate of the Caribbean. So it says, warning, do not believe the story you're about to read. Well, you can believe some of it. There is some real history, but also hijinks, time travel, and famous figures setting off on adventures that definitely never happened till now. Time is getting twisted, and it's up to 2 kids to straighten things out. So I just love any kind of book that also has like either history or like some kind of learning involved. So this one sounded really good. And I'm definitely collecting books with, books with little black kids on it, especially little black boys, really draw my attention because my son is from Africa. So I just want him to have books that have characters that look like him. So I'm always excited when I see that. Okay, this is called Journey of the Pale Bear. Honestly, I bought this because of the cover. I thought it looked really cool. It says, the polar bear is a royal bear, a gift from the King of Norway to the King of England. The first time Arthur encounters the bear, he is shoved in her cage as payback for stealing food. Restless and deadly, the bear terrifies him. Yet strangely, she doesn't harm him, though she has attacked anyone else who comes near. That makes Arthur valuable to the doctor in charge of getting the bear safely to London. So Arthur, who has run away from home, finds himself taking care of a polar bear on a ship bound for England. So, I don't know, this sounds cool, but I totally originally bought it because of the cover. Oh, okay, this was another cover buy. This is The Wolf Wilder. I love gold foil, and anything with like wolves and foxes always draws my eye. It says, wolves, like children, are not born to lead calm lives. Fio's life is extraordinary. She and her mother trained domesticated wolves to fend for themselves in the snowy wilderness of Russia. She loves working with the wolves, especially the 3 that have been wilded but refuse to leave her. They're half wild, not pets. And then it goes on. So I don't know, totally cover buy, but I'm really curious to see how this one is. Oh, and another cover buy. This is Cartwheeling in Thunderstorms. This was a cover, well, I originally clicked on it because of the cover, but then Wilhelmina Silver's world is golden, living half wild on an African farm with her horse, her monkey, and her best friend. Will feels that every day is beautiful, but when her home is sold and Will is sent away to boarding school in England, the world becomes impossibly difficult. Lions and hyenas are nothing compared to a pack of schoolgirls. Where can a girl run to in London, and will she have the courage to survive? So I originally, like, the cover, interested me, and then like the whole African thing interested me, and I don't know, sounds like a good story. Okay, this one I also looked at because of the cover, but I think I heard someone talking about this on YouTube and I don't remember, but it's called The Explorer, and it's about a plane wreck. It says, from his seat in a tiny airplane, Fred watches the mysteries of the Amazon jungle pass by below him, and he always dreamed about being an explorer. But then the plane crashes and he's left without a choice. So that one sounded interesting. And this one is really sweet. This is Bob. I read this book at the beginning of July, and it's about our main character is Livy. She lives in the United States. 5 years ago, she had been with her grandma in Australia, and now she went to go visit her grandma again. And when she realizes when she gets there is she forgot that there is a little green zombie creature hiding in the closet that she told to wait there, because last time she was there, they were trying to figure out how to get him home. I don't think I explained that well at all, but it's actually a really cute story. And one of the things I love in here is the author writes lists. So it says here, here are some of the things I did, this is Bob, while I waited Livy's return. 1. Counted to 9,987,654,321, 6 times. 2. Built a Lego pirate ship, 63 times, in the dark. 3. Played chess against a Lego pirate monkey and still lost most of the time. 4. Tried to do the hokey pokey like Livy had taught me, but there's not much room to turn oneself around in this narrow closet without hitting the walls. 5. Cried, but only once. 6. Okay twice, each day, but only for the first year. 7. Thought of all the reasons that might explain why Livy didn't come back for me. So I love this story because it's a little sad, it's also like heartwarming, and it's also funny. Yeah, I read it and knew I wanted to own a copy. And then the next two are books 2 and 3 in the Book Scavenger series. We listened to Book Scavenger, the first one, a couple weeks ago as a family and really enjoyed it. I would have bought book 1 if it would have been there, but they didn't have it. So I'm going to keep my eye out for it and thought I would grab 2 and 3 right away. Then another set of books I bought here are Outlaws of Time. This is book 1 and 2 in this series. It's written by N.D. Wilson. He wrote the 100 Cupboards. He's a Christian author, Christian fantasy, obviously here. I don't know a whole lot about these books. I've never actually heard anyone talk about them, but I know he's a good author, so I'm curious to see how these are. Then we got The War That Saved My Life. This is a World War II historical fiction story this is on my list of books that I want us to read this year. I recently put up a list on the blog. I think I had 12 books that I want us to read, and this is one of them. And we're going through the list so fast that I think I'm going to have to create a second list really soon. And then the sequel is The War I Finally Won. I actually just ordered that one, so that'll come in a few weeks as well. Then the audiobook that we're listening to right now is Sweep by Jonathan Auxier, and they didn't have that book, which I would have liked to buy, but I got 3 other Jonathan Auxier books, The Night Gardener, and then this one is Peter Nimble and His Fantastic Eyes, and then the second book, Sophie Query, I don't know, and The Last Story Guard. So this one is on my list of books I want us to read this year as well. Then I got 2 books by Laurie Anderson. I got Chains and Fever 1793. I've heard really good things about this one, and I think I've heard people talk about this one, but now I kind of don't remember. And now the toddler is waking up from his nap, maybe. Let's see if we can get through a few more books. I got A Boy Called Christmas. I got The Girl Who Saved Christmas, maybe, last time. So I got this one, and then by the same author, I got To Be a Cat. This one was solely because my daughter loves cats, and she saw this book and she wanted this one. And it was like $2, I think, maybe. So couldn't pass that up. Okay, I got 3 more here that are from Book Outlet. The Great Shelby Holmes. I got book 1 and 2. So once again, a little black boy. Of course, gotta go for that. So we got Shelby Holmes, and she meets John Watson. And so they solve some mysteries, I guess. I really want to get to these ones soon. Then Forever or a Long, Long Time. This is a story about, I think, adoption or foster care. And yeah, this is one that really, I don't know if I got this one for the kids. I maybe mostly got this one for me, but I really want to read this one. Okay, and then the last, well, this one is a thrifted one, A Wolf Called Wander. I don't know anything about this one except it's about a wolf cub that lives in the mountains, and I really like the cover. Once again, like wolf, this is very similar vibes to that other wolf one that I got. And then, okay, for nostalgia's sake, I got 2 Choose Your Own Adventure books, The Terror on the Titanic and Moon Quest. I thought maybe my kids would be interested in that. Okay, and then the last one. We went on a little free library tour. Like, we drove around to a bunch of little free libraries around us a while ago, and I found this book. So I'm collecting all of the Dear Canada books, or I'm buying them or collecting them whenever I can find them. So this is the Titanic one. Okay, that was a lot of books. The toddler's obviously done napping. Oh, and games as well. I would love to hear what you're planning on reading this year in your homeschool, what your kids are currently reading, if there's games that you're currently loving, especially if they are like non-traditional games. Yeah, let's just talk about homeschool resources and all the things in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys.